Hi, welcome to 40 Day Family. We're on phase 2, day 3, and I'm not getting any more answers. It's been day by day for the last 3 days, and I really hope that I don't have to get information on what I'm supposed to say and read and do like this for the next 40 days. Makes me appreciate the story of the Israelites wandering in the desert for 40 years, where they had to, I think that's the story anyway, where they had to rely on manna from heaven every day. I really appreciate that, and I'm not really having to rely on food. It's just spiritual food. And speaking of the spiritual food, yesterday we read the first half of the first chapter of John, and today I read the second half of the first chapter of John. And when there's a lot of information there, we go from in the beginning to John the Baptist pointing the way, introducing the Lamb of God, and then Jesus calls his disciples. And I find it very interesting that the disciples are introduced in 16 verses, and it doesn't mention that any of them had any reservation about becoming a disciple of Jesus. And I just really struggle with that because it wasn't that easy for me. I had to do a lot of thinking and pondering and praying and fasting, and I just, that's really hard for me to even comprehend or imagine that someone who has a nice job just up and going to follow Jesus, up and going into the ministry. That just is really hard for me to understand, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So with today, I guess I just wanted to ask you, if you've ever thought about, what it would be like back then, and how fast that what's recorded in the Bibles, it seems to have happened. I'm sure there may have been struggles, or what I'm learning about this, and this is another really sad thing that I really don't want to admit, but I've never read the Bible front cover to cover, and I've never read the book of John. I've read verses and stories out of it, but never from the beginning of the book until the end of the book. So this is a new experience for me, and I hope that you join us and that you enjoy it. And if you have any information or answers to questions or an insight, be sure and comment and share with the rest of us, because I'm new at this and I'm very basic and simple, and if you have a more in-depth idea, I would really love to hear it. So with that, have a happy family day.